And now, for your host, Dr. Jacob.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Hey, it's nice to be here. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, now, welcome to the Dr. Jacob Show. How you guys feeling tonight? Good. All right, today on the show, we're talking about phobias, which fall into the category of anxiety disorders. We've got three wonderful guests here, all suffering from a different phobia. Our first guest tonight is Garrett. He suffers from ovophobia, which means he fears eggs. Now, let's give Garrett a big welcome now. Come on, Garrett, let's get out here. Yay! Hey there, Garrett.
Hi.
How you doing, son?
I'm doing pretty fine, Dr. Jacob.
All right, that's great. Well, Garrett, where did all this yoke madness come from?
Well, you see, Doctor, as a kid, I had a profusely large humpback. And the kids in my neighborhood didn't take that too kindly towards society, and they made fun of me quite a bit for it. And to try to make up for the hunchback, I'd wear suspenders to try to distract the kids from the hunchback, but it didn't work too well.
Yeah.
And all the kids would make fun of me, and then even their parents would go outside too and just scream at me and yell at me, and then they'd throw eggs at me.
Now, Garrett, what you're saying here is that these boys and their parents,
Yeah.
which is just sick entirely, these boys and their parents touched you as a child.
No. What? No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they just threw eggs at me, you sick freak.
Okay, well, we'll come back to your abusive sexual past later. Now, Garrett, have you ever actually tried to overcome your fear of these eggs?
Well, Doctor, I honestly can say I have not.
Well, Garrett, I've got a special treat for you. I'm going to have you hold this here empty carton of eggs.
Oh, okay. You're
Just
sure
to
they're
get you
empty, right?
started on the right track. Oh, they're empty, mind you.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
Now, just hold it a while.
I can
You
do
know,
that.
touch it, feel it, rub it around a bit. Maybe get the smell a bit.
Smell it?
Just give a little whiff. There you go. Embrace its eggy aroma.
It smells like styrofoam.
That's good. I like that. That's really nice. Well, Garrett, now I want you to open that empty carton.
Okay. It's pretty easy so far.
There you go. Now, Garrett, you've been holding the whole carton of eggs this whole time.
Doctor, you said they were empty.
Well, this is how you overcome your fear. Look, earlier you were holding it fine when it was full.
I don't know if I can do this, Doc.
Come on, Garrett. Garrett, you're overreacting here. You were doing just fine. Well, don't drop them. Oh my
I can't do this,
God!
Doc. I can't do
Well,
it.
what are you doing? Oh, well, I think that went a lot better than I thought it would. I really think he overcame his fear right there. You see, we change lives here on the Dr. Jacobs Show. And you know, whichever way you crack an egg, the yolk's always going to be yellow. Now, let's take a little short break and we'll be right back.
Now, for a few words of wisdom by Dr. Jacob.
You know, the early bird always gets the worm, but the early worm always gets the bird. All right, our next guest is Ashley. Now, Ashley has a fear of being touched, which is known as hapophobia for all you brainiacs out there. Now, let's give Ashley a warm Dr. Jacob welcome. Ashley, come on. Yay! Well, Ashley, aren't you just prettier than a glob of butter melting on a stack of wheat cakes?
Well, thank you.
Now, Ashley, why are you afraid of being touched?
When I was younger, I had this Uncle Dan. He was really creepy, he was hideous, had a huge mole, hairy and everything, always flicking me, like hugging me, putting it in my face.
Mm-hmm.
That sparked the fear, and now I just hate germs. I'm scared of moles as well.
Lord, that is terrible. Well, Ashley, I really want you to overcome your fear of being touched. So, what I want to do is I want to touch you.
No.
Can I touch you, Ashley?
No, really.
Well, to overcome your fear of being touched, you're going to need touched.
I don't want to be touched.
Why don't we just
Don't
try?
touch
Why don't we
me.
just try?
Don't.
Why don't we just
Don't
try,
touch me.
Ashley? Why don't you just walk out of here, little missy? I'm not gonna little plastic little fella like you slap me on my own show. That dog just don't hurt. Oh.
Now, for a few words of wisdom by Dr. Jacob.
If you're standing on a hot highway, you try to get off on the cool grass.
Our last guest this evening is Jess. Now, Jess has ambolophobia, which means, for you rubberneckers out there, is the fear of walking. Now, let's just give a big warm welcome for Jess. Come on in here, Jess. Well, I'm as confused as a kid in a topless bar.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, never mind that. Well, Jess, why are you afraid of walking?
Well, when I was little, you see, I used to take these walks in the park, and people used to tell me I walked funny, so I started jogging and running everywhere.
Well, don't you think that's just a little drastic?
Well, they shouldn't have been rude.
Well, Jess, running ain't worth a tub of crickets if you ain't gonna walk. So I want you right now to get up and run around. We're gonna treat this.
Well, I can run.
Run around.
Okay.
Faster.
Fast. I don't want to go fast.
Uh-huh.
No.
Now, I want you to slow down just a tad. Now just a little tad more. Now don't freak out. Keep that right there, Jess. Keep that. It's right there. You're doing great. We're changing your life right now, Jess. You're doing perfect.
I don't like it.
You can do it, Jess.
It's scary.
Well, folks, we're going to let Jess walk her little heart out around my set for about 7 more hours, and hopefully that cures her phobia. We'll see you. Have a nice day.
Now, for a few words of wisdom by Dr. Jacob.
You know, no matter how flat you make a pancake, it's still going to have 2 sides. You know, you can't outrun a hog without first tying your shoes. You know, you can always look for the meaning of life, but you'll never find the life of meaning. You know, even if you are on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there.